Once we followed the plot hooks and we played it by the books, adventure was set to begin. Once we played it by the rules, 'cause we aren't complete fools.
No, seriously.
We even got to leave the inn, but then the road split before us, and the GM implored us to be certain of this choice we have. If we divide and conquer, would that not make us stronger? What's the worst that could happen? Oops, we split the party. We couldn't help it, knew it wasn't smart. We succumbed to the attraction, to the obvious distraction that we know will spell our doom in the end. Oops, we took the left road. Our party member got left all on his own, and you know we're gonna do it again. So sorry, DM.
So we spent 7 hours
gonna join the group and make our amends. Yes, we're gonna resurrect our dead friend. So sorry, DM.
Is chilling and my thoughts are reeling, they consume me. Don't know the reason this change in the season makes me gloomy. Try as I may, it's not June. Dreaming of spring, I can almost taste pomegranate, peppermint. Then I awake and I hear the wind moaning and lonely for her. She's got to go now to answer an old vow, she is dying. As I walk past her, the leaves falling faster, she is crying. Try as she may, it's not June. Dreaming of spring, I can almost taste pomegranate and peppermint. Then I awake and I hear the wind moaning.
Greetings, fellow geeks and gamers. It Sleeps Today here with some more Dragon Age Origins. We just finished the Mage's Tower, and we had some weird glitches at the end, so I've made sure it works. So you're gonna miss the little interactions. Hi, Red. We're gonna miss all the interactions with Duncan and Lore, whatever the king's name is. I already forgot his name. Because I had to make sure that cleared this time. But we haven't missed anything else, just the one cutscene and interaction. So let's jump into it. How are you today, Red? Meow. Maybe? Maybe? Okay. I'm glad to hear that. Bah. Why are you not capturing? Doing well. Alright, well I guess I should have checked to make sure that was happening. Let's do window capture and see if that'll work too. Yay. Yeah. Select this. Okay. Capture audio. Oop. There we go. I don't know why. Alright. And we do have audio. You guys can hear the game, yeah? Technology. Beautiful when it works. Never wants to work, though. Perfect. That's your... Nope, I can't do that.
Going.
Oh, my music's... You guys can't hear it because I don't have it set to play, I don't think. But my music is still playing. Where is my music player? Oh, I can hit this. Pause. There we go. I like the music in this game, so I don't want to drown it out. Not that there's a lot at the moment. I do have the audio set, right? Music, yeah, okay. There's a lot of just ambient sound in this area, but, you know, the music's really pretty, so... I'm not going to spend as much time doing little... I probably will do all the little side things. Were you here when... Why is it juddering? That's weird. Let me just go ahead and save again. Actually, let's do a new one. New save. Joining. Why is it stuttering? It's so weird. I thought there was some more bags and stuff over here that I could grab stuff from, but I guess I'm wrong. Do you guys see? Yeah, there's no way you don't, because it's too big of an impact. It's not running smooth, right? Like, there's just random stuttering going on while you're watching as well.
Huh.
Ugh. Alright, let's see if the cursed bridge will crash like it was in the past. Or if the fan patch loaded correctly. Okay. Hopefully it'll be like last time, and when we get done with Ostagar, everything...
Recruit the Duncan brought.
I'm not talking to you today, man. We want to talk to Wynn. Because she gives me some
What do we have
codex
here?
entries, I think.
I heard the new Grey Warden recruit was from the Circle. I don't believe we've met, but I've certainly heard a lot about your talent. My
There's
name's
something
Wynne,
about this
and I
area
congratulate
that
you
seems
on
to
your
cause
heroine.
issues. It's funny because
Marvelous
if you
work.
look up things online, they
Fate is
all
a
say
dangerous
no,
place.
no, no. And yet there's all these people who are complaining that this area, especially the bridge, causes their game to crash.
I thought the same. It's good you can admit that. So, a Grey Warden, fighting alongside the King. Not too shabby for someone just out of apprenticeship. The King must always seem confident. His behavior affects the troops' morale. He does seem
I
to
like
find his
Wynn. Wynn's pretty
enthusiasm
good.
easily, though. Reminds me of
She's
a
a
puppy.
pretty
And I
well-adjusted
say that with both
individual.
respect and affection.
I also
He is
love
a
how
fine
we
man.
act like she's
To
old, but
defeat
she's
the
like
Darkspawn, we
in
have
her
to work
40s
together.
or something, like
It's
late
not
40s,
an
early
idea
50s or something.
everyone
Like she's
seems
not even
able to
close to being
grasp.
old. You faced Darkspawn
Stragglers,
before.
yes. Not the vast horde the scouts speak of. I wonder, how much do you know of the connection between Darkspawn and the Fade?
What does fate have to do with
Anytime your
anything?
spirit leaves your earthly body, whether it's to dream or to die, it passes into the realm we call the Fade. It's home to many spirits, some benevolent, others far less so. At the heart of the Fade lies the Black City.
I've heard of that. Didn't something bad
Some say
happen
the
there?
Black City was once the seat of the Maker. But when the mages from the Tevinter Imperium found a way into the city, it was tainted with their sin. That taint transformed those men, turning them into twisted reflections of their own hearts. And the Maker cast them back to the earth, where they became the first
That's a much
Darkspawn.
nicer
that's
explanation
what
for
the
the
Chant of
origins
Light
of the
says.
Darkspawn versus what we discover in the Dwarven, or in the Deep Roads, as to where current ones come from, at least. Is that true?
It may be allegory, meant to teach us that our own evil causes human suffering. Or it may be true. It is as good an explanation as any for now.
At least something to ponder.
Yes, occasionally it's wise to contemplate one's actions. But I'm certain Duncan has more for you to do than talk to me.
Well, of
That is
course.
no failure, my friends. Should it find you,
I
you
need
will
to go
not have
find the
failed your
Mabari
king.
hounds. Here's a Mabari hound.
Die in this battle.
This isn't good. I'd hate to waste such a promising
And I need to
member of the
remember to
breed.
come and pet with the
Are you
dog.
the new warden? I could use some help.
I don't know anything
It's
about
not what you
dogs.
know so much as what you are, really. This is a Mabari, smart breed and strong. His owner died in the last battle, and the poor hound swallowed darkspawn blood. I have medicine that might help, but I need him muzzled first.
Why do you think I could muzzle him?
You're a Grey Warden, or soon will be. All wardens are immune to the darkspawn taint. The most you have to worry about is some tooth marks.
Just how smart is he?
Centuries ago, a mage bred them to be smart and understand what they're told. They can remember and carry out complex orders. Most valuable dogs in the world. Trouble is,
Oh,
re-imprinting them is very difficult. But without the medicine, re-imprinting won't be an issue. Will you help?
could he be
We
imprinted
can
to me?
try, but first we need to muzzle and medicate him. Go
I'll
in the
give
pen
it a
and let him
shot.
smell you. We'll know right away if he'll respond. Let's hope this works. I'd really hate to have to put him down.
Hey, audio's gonna cut out again for a second. There we go. Put the muzzle on the dog. Whoa. It loaded all of the
Well
dog
done. Now I can treat the dog
paints at once
properly,
on him
poor
for
fella.
a moment.
Come to think of it, are you heading into the wilds anytime soon?
I might be.
There's a particular herb I could use to improve the dog's chances. It's a flower that grows in the swamps here, if I remember. If you happen across it, I could use it. It's very distinctive, all white with a blood-red centre.
Well, the
If
dog
he
be alright
doesn't get
without
it, chances are he'll need to be put down.
Where in the wilds
It
could I
usually
find this
grows
flower?
in dead wood that collects at the edge of ground pools. Should be plenty this time of year.
I'll see if I can find it.
Good. In the meantime, I'll begin treating our poor friend.
Go not into death gladly, but with the knowledge that evil has been put at bay by your spilled blood.
You there, elf. What's your name?
It's Pick, sir.
Go tell
sir.
Turnlogane that the war party's ready to begin scouting. We'll send word if we find anything amiss.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
That guy doesn't treat Pick too poorly, but sometimes I hate him.
Maker's Breath, another elf. What do you want?
I happen to be a Grey Warden human, not some civil.
Congratulations. Not bad for an elf. Is there something you wanted? We have no time for idle chatter. We aren't. We're Ash Warriors.
What is an Ashwood?
Our training has been passed down since Lathias the Dwarf Son first harnessed the battle rage of the dwarves. It is an old tale.
Can I hear this old tale?
I am no bard, but I will do my best. Lathias was a claimed tribesman. Some said he was too short to be a warrior, but he was strong and fierce. His chieftain sent him to the dwarves of Orzammar to negotiate an alliance, where he fell in love with the king's daughter, Skya, and brought her back to his tribe. She taught Lathias to use the dwarven battle wrath to summon his strength and ignore all pain. Lathias then taught this to the Clane, who made him their chieftain.
So you descended from the Clane.
They were simply the first to be taught. Others were inspired by his death to follow his path.
An interesting legend. Thank you
It
for
was an
telling me.
honor.
What are you preparing for?
Scout the wilds and watch the progression of the Darkspawn horde. With luck, we'll find and slaughter many stragglers. The hunt will be good if my hound survives the blood of his prey. If he dies, I shall mourn tonight.
Survive the
Darkspawn
moon blood? What
is
do you mean?
poisonous, but not always fatal. Those who survive grow immune to its effects. The wardens say the tainted blood drives even the survivors mad eventually. But not today. Today, we hunt and we kill.
Want to be
They
smarter?
fight at our
so
side.
leave the dogs behind.
We don't fret over their safety as if they were children.
Why have you painted the
They
dogs?
use scent to distinguish us from our enemies. But the blood of battle can confuse them. So we paint ourselves with caddis, which overpowers the blood, and also paint our hounds so they know we are the same.
What if the enemy is painted in caddis
Why?
as well?
Would you steal our caddis and give it to the Darkspawn hordes?
Absolutely
Good.
not.
I hear death is unpleasant.
I should
My
be going.
thanks. There is hunting to be done, and I'll not be kept from it.
Let's see. Knight. Chest. That's the exit. Wounded soldiers. Let's go. Talk to Pick.
Hello? I'm sorry, is there something you needed?
No, I just wanted to
Are you
talk.
the new Grey Warden recruit? I was just walking by when I heard. It must be exciting to be so important. Wait, you aren't here to tell me I'm in trouble, are you?
Are you?
I don't think so. I'm one of the king's servants, which means I run messages around and make deliveries all day long. If you fall behind, you get the switch from the quartermaster. Oh, I wish I
He's
were
so
back in the palace.
wide-eyed and
There are
innocent.
far more places to hide. I better go. If the quartermaster sees me chatting, he'll think I'm being lazy, and that'll be my hide. But it was nice talking to someone.
Bye, Pick.
In the name of Andraste, I bless you today. May you find
What's
favor
up, wounded
in
soldier?
God's eyes. So
I
let
can
it be.
feel it inside me.
You may not want to remain here long, Warden. Most of these men have been tainted by the Darkspawn blood.
Is it this one? There it is.
You need to convince them. We've got to run. The Darkspawn are coming.
We have them on the
I saw
run, I
them.
hear.
We're gonna die.
I apologize, Warden. He's been like this ever since they found him in the wilds.
A wild rolling. Why are there stars now? That's not something I'm used to. Why did they change that? There weren't earlier, right? There was the Twitch lit. That's weird. Is it possibly as
The
important
commander who
information?
brought him here didn't seem to think so.
You can feel it, can't you? They taint the land, turn it black and sick.
Not yet, I can't.
Oh,
I
you
will
can
soon.
feel it inside. They'll come out of that forest and spread. Like caterpillars covering a tree. They'll swallow us whole.
That's quite enough out of you. You need to calm yourself, my good man.
They were everywhere. I saw them.
That was weird. Oh, there's Jory. What up, Jory? You big coward.
Greetings. You must be the third recruit we've heard about.
Yes, I'm
Sir
Kalen.
Jury is my name. I hail from Redcliffe, where I served as knight under the command of Arl Eamon. I wasn't aware elves could join the Grey Wardens. Those camped in the valley are all human.
Get that off the back of my neck. What's that supposed to
Just
mean?
that in some places, elves are not always permitted in the military. I hope we're both lucky enough to eventually join the Wardens. Is it not thrilling to be given that chance?
I am curious about the
As am
ritual.
I. Has anyone told you about it?
Only that it's dangerous.
I never heard of such a ritual. I had no idea there were more tests after getting recruited. I suppose since you're finally here, I'd best get back to Duncan. I shall see you there.
Sure. Hello, priest.
Ah, I suspect you are one of the new Grey Wardens. Will you accept the Maker's blessing?
I will, thank you. You administer blessings to elves,
I merely
do you?
pass on the Maker's blessings. He looks kindly on all who will receive him.
Sure.
Then I bless you, Grey Warden, in the name of Andraste and the Maker above. May the chant of light carry your name to the ears of our Lord.
Because with her, I will say the same thing I say about religions in general, and people who get mad about them, too. There's absolutely, you should never be upset when someone blesses you. If they say bless you, you should not
Someone
say,
finally comes and
well,
talks
I'm
to the
not
lone prisoner.
religious.
I don't suppose you've come to sentence me.
You haven't been sentenced?
No.
Or,
They put someone like me in a cage
you
until
know,
someone
if someone
important has
says
time to
Happy
decide what to do with
Holiday,
me.
or says
I
Merry
don't suppose
Christmas
you
to
have
you
a
and
bit
you
of
don't
kindness in
follow
you.
it, oh well.
All I want is food and water.
Thank them
They
and
haven't
move
fed me
on,
since I was
because
locked up
they
and I'm
are
starving.
wishing you something. Also, same in return, by the way. If you do celebrate Christmas and someone wishes you something else, don't be mad about it. Don't get upset about it. Be thankful, because they are wishing you what the same that they are hoping to receive. They are wishing for you something good. If someone says, I'll pray for you, don't be upset about that because you don't believe, or you believe in a different. Be thankful. They are extending to you the most care that they know how to do. Why would I want to help you? Tell me why you're in there first.
I'm a deserter. Or so they think. I bet there's no arguing them out of it, though. Armies are funny that way.
My shoulders dropped today, isn't it? Means I'll have to do the TINS device later. Did you desert?
I wasn't deserting. But when you catch someone sneaking around camp in the middle of the night, what else are you gonna think? Does it matter? All I want is a bit of food and water.
You weren't deserting,
Oh,
why
I
sneak
would
around
have
the camp?
deserted eventually. Just not then. I was stealing, not sneaking out of the camp. I got one of those wizards drunk and took his key. It belongs to a chest they got here, full of magical treasures. In fact, I still have it.
Cool.
I can't use it from here, but I'd trade you for some food and water.
They didn't find the key when
I
you were
swallowed it.
arrested.
But it's come back into my possession since then, so to speak.
I'll see what I can do.
Just ask my guard for his. He's still got some dinner. I saw him put it in his coat.
Hello, God.
Lucky dog. You Grey Wardens get to ride with the king while I'm left with the drudgery of guarding this deserter. They should have just hanged him. Put his head on a pike as an example.
There's some weird lighting going on. It looks kind of cool, but it's not correct. Who's the prisoner
They say
exactly?
he was recruited before the war up in Dinnerham. Probably figured he'd never have to fight if he served the king, right?
I mean, that's fair. Why did he want
Why
to
does
desert?
anyone want to desert? Because he thinks he's going to die and he's a bloody coward, that's why. Either that or he's been listening to a bunch of hogwash about how the Darkspawn will drag you off and eat you.
I had a chat with him, actually.
Don't expect it was an enlightening conversation.
He asked for some
Did
food
he
and
now?
water.
Since nobody sends me nothing to feed him with, the only way we'll get that is if I give him mine.
So you missed one meal. This man could be hanged soon.
All right, all right. I guess the poor fella could stand to have one meal in his belly before he hangs. Don't know why you care. I had nothing to do with it, though. If anyone asks why he's burping, I'm gonna say it was you. Just so you know.
That's fair.
So? Brought me some food,
Man,
have you?
the textures are loading so funny.
hungry I
Like,
could
now
faint
he's
dead away.
dark-skinned body. Give the food.
Much obliged. May Andraste herself rain blessings upon you. And as I mentioned, here's the key. Use it in good health, huh?
Right, let's see. Soldier.
So, any last wishes?
Quartermaster, why are you like? Okay, there we go. Yeah, the lighting is just keeps.
You there, elf? Where's my armor? And why are you dressed so preposterously? What? Oh,
how dare you address
you're the
me
one who arrived
so?
with the Grey Warden. Please forgive my rudeness. There are so many elves running about, and
So
I've been
weird
waiting
looking.
for. That is simply. I never thought. Please, pardon my terrible manners. I am just the quartermaster, a simple man. No one special.
Hello? Computer? Hold on. Nothing wrong with the game, just something going on with my computer. Okay. Well, it looks like it's mostly working. Why is this one thing just not... Okay, whatever. Stream's still running? Okay, we'll just keep going. I'll just ignore it for now. Perhaps you should treat your service more kindly.
Yes, of course, you're very right. Did you come for some supplies, perhaps?
What kind of supplies do you have?
Arms and armor, for the most part. It's for the King's men, but you Grey Wardens can buy what you need for a modest price. I also have some goods on the side I can provide. Strictly off the record, of course, to keep morale up, you understand.
It's, and the only reason I even care is it has to do with my, streamer bot, which, you know, if it's not working, then you guys can't use certain commands, so that's why I'm, like, you can't do clips right now because it's doing funny things on streamer bot. Okay, whatever. See what
Let
you
me
have.
know what you'd like.
Do you have the backpack already? Because I want to get that. You do. 57 silver. No. Yeah, 57 silver. Sell. 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 Hold on to that. Sell. Sell. Chip's not good enough. Okay. Buy the backpack.
Shall I take that quiet glare as a no? Oh, well, too bad.
Hello again. Is there something you need? Some supplies, perhaps?
Let me see your other goods.
So long as you keep it quiet.
Now, do you have another book? But no, you only have the one backpack. Okay. An enchanter staff worth 5 gold. That's so good. Holy crap. The enchanter's footing's decent too. Okay. Alright, who's going on? Davith?
Well, you're not what I thought you'd be.
What did you think I'd be?
Not an elf. Yet here you are. The name's Davith. It's about bloody I was beginning to think they cooked this ritual up just for our benefit.
Maybe they did.
Just to give us a good scare. No, they don't really seem the type. I happened to be sneaking around camp last night, see, and I heard a couple of Grey Wardens talking. So, I listened in for a bit. I'm thinking they plan to send us into the wilds.
Maybe they will. We'll see. So what? That wouldn't frighten me.
Cannibals, beasts, witches, and now Darkspawn. What isn't to be scared of? It's all too secretive for me. Makes my nose twitch. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Like we have a choice.
I'll watch your back if you watch mine.
I'll watch your back.
You're a charmer, I see.
That's me. Anyway, I expect it's time to get back to Duncan. That's where I'll be if you need me for anything.
Got some people praying. Let's go ahead and make another save. By that I mean resave, save again.
The mages must not be interrupted. Their spirits are in the Fade.
I've been in the Fade. What are they doing in the Fade?
They're scouting for Darkspawn. I don't know, and don't ask. Regardless, they are not.
Man, these weird textures
not
too.
Not even by Grey Wardens.
I apologize. I'll go elsewhere.
Sorry, but the mages must not be interrupted.
Logain, and give him the wisdom to bring us victory against the scourge of Shadow. Watch over Ferelden, the homeland of Holy Andraste.
I think... Well, Sergeant's not who I was coming up here for, but...
This wretched thing is a Darkspawn. They're strong and cunning and smart, but don't listen to those old wives' tales. They can be killed. Stick them with your sword enough, and they go down. Their blood is black as sin and poisonous. Don't even touch it. You get tainted with that blood, and you may as well slit your throat. We've lost many dogs already. Had to muzzle them to keep them from biting. It's a long and painful way to die. Well, don't touch the carcass. We'll be burning it so it doesn't infect anything.
This is supposed to be the battle.
Oh, there's the sacks I was thinking of earlier. It's all the way over here. Take all. Take all.
My faith sustains me. I shall not fear themselves against me.
Oh, that's not giving anyone like seizures of any sort.
Before me is darkness, yet shall the Maker's light be my guide.
Good old programs on modern technologies.
Hello again. You need something now?
Just saying hello.
Oh, alright. Nice to see you again.
It's like trying to load, what it looks like is it's loading a whole bunch of textures at the same time. I am going to do this real quick, and we'll just see what happens if we do this. Load. What do I need? Maybe that'll make the difference. Oh yeah, look at that. Already better. Already better.
There are lots of Darkspawn, different kinds.
I still need to find...
Soldiers of Ferelden, my sisters and gentlefolk,
Alistair.
we stand here on the eve of battle.
And there's a tranquil over here.
That course of action. Welcome, young.
Oh, now it's doing on him. Okay. You're tranquil, mage,
Yes,
aren't you?
and you are a mage of the Circle. You must be familiar with the Tranquil who serve there. I create and oversee the enchantment
Oh, there we go.
of weapons and armor.
I wonder
for the
what
king's
it's trying to
forces
load.
here
Like
at
what
Osterland.
textures it's trying to load.
It is a
that's doing that.
time-consuming process, but invaluable.
Oh, they just switched
Enchantment
again.
provides the circle its worth.
Enchantment?
Certainly, we would not get by on charity.
Enchantment.
It is the practice of folding magical lyrium into items
I'm
first
trying to think whose
practiced by
texture
the
that
dwarves. The Tranquil have learned their runes, and we use them to apply a variety of magical effects. We create the glow lights, as well as the magic staff, or the flaming blade. The irony, perhaps, is that it is our very disconnection to our former talents that allows the Tranquil to work with lyrium so. A true mage could not.
What sort of enchantments are
Runes
there?
exist that hold the power of the elements that increase strength or swiftness. Almost any spell can be given permanency, given enough skill and lyrium. Naturally, the greater the power required, the more expensive the rune will become to create.
I wonder if that's like
True
a
power
mage's
comes
outfit?
with a price, as we know
No, 'cause,
only too
I mean,
well.
maybe it's trying to load the
Goodbye.
male and female texture at the same time because they are different. I think it's weird that it keeps pulling the right one up after a moment, though. Is this a locked chest? I assume so, yeah. Hello, servants.
I'm sorry, but there was so much to do before the battle. I must attend to my duties or I'll get the switch. I didn't know elves could join the Grey Wardens. Amazing.
You guys, your outfits look right. Like, you guys don't look all screwed up. I thought that shield was a plate. It's like, why is there a sword next to a plate? Alright. Alistair should be up here. Yeah, there's Alistair.
What is it now?
What
Haven't
is it?
Grey
Oh my
Wardens
gosh.
asked more than enough of the circle?
I simply came to deliver a message from the revered mother, Sir Mage. She desires your presence.
What her reverence desires is of no concern to me. I am busy helping the Grey Wardens, by the King's orders, I might add.
Should I have asked her to write a note?
Tell her I will not be harassed in this manner.
Yes, I was harassing you by delivering a message.
Your glibness does you no credit.
Here I thought we were getting along so well. I was even going to name one of my children after you. The Grumpy One.
Enough. I will speak to the woman if I must. Get out of my way, fool.
You know, one good
Oh,
thing
there,
about
now
the
his
fight
armor's
is how
doing
brings
it.
people together.
You're a very strange human.
You're not the first to tell me that. Wait, we haven't met, have we? I don't suppose you happen to be another mage.
We haven't met. You must be
And
Alistair.
that makes you Duncan's new recruit, I suppose. Glad to meet you. As the junior member of the Order, I'll be accompanying you when you prepare for the joining.
Pleased to meet you.
Right,
My name
that
is
was
Caleb.
the name. You know, it just occurred to me that there have never been many women in the Grey Wardens. I wonder why that is.
How about you stop thinking about me as a woman? Do you want more women in the Wardens?
Would that be so terrible? Not that I'm some drooling lecher or anything. Please stop looking at me like that. So I'm curious. Have you ever actually encountered Darkspawn before?
Have you?
When I fought my first one, I wasn't prepared for how monstrous it was. I can't say I'm looking forward to encountering another. Anyhow, whenever you're ready, let's get back to Duncan. I imagine he's eager to get things started.
Sure. That argument,
With the
I saw
mage,
what was it about?
The Circle is here at the King's request, and the Chantry doesn't like that one bit. They just love letting mages know how unwelcome they are, which puts me in a bit of an awkward position. I was once a Templar.
You're a mage hunter.
Not that that's all Templars do, but yes, The Chantry raised me until Duncan recruited me 6 months ago. I'm sure the revered mother meant it as an insult, sending me as her messenger, and the mage picked right up on that. I never would have agreed to deliver it, but Duncan says we're all to cooperate and get along. Apparently they didn't get the same speech.
I look forward to traveling with you.
Huh, that's a switch. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, lead on.
Beautiful. Alright. And now we have Alistair. Oh my gosh. Okay, we'll do it.
What?
That's how I felt about that, Alistair.
Well met.
Well met. Alright, let's go hang out with Duncan. Duncan! Why are things like really loading weird? So, I don't know. Royal Enclave, Magi Encampment, Royal. There he is. There he is! Right there. Hello, Duncan.
You found Alistair, did you?
Hello,
Good.
Duncan.
I assume you're ready to begin preparations. Assuming, of course, that you're quite finished riling up mages, Alistair.
What can I say? The revered mother ambushed me. The way she wields guilt, they should stick her in the army.
She forced you to sass the mage, did she? We cannot afford to antagonize anyone, Alistair. We don't need to give anyone more ammunition against us.
You're right, Duncan. I apologize.
Now then, since you're all here, we can begin. You four will be heading into the Kokari Wilds to perform 2 tasks. The first is to obtain 3 vials of darkspawn blood.
Now his armor's loaded.
One for each recruit.
What do we need the
for
blood
the joining itself. I'll explain more once you've returned.
And what's the second task?
There was once a Grey Warden archive in the wilds, abandoned long ago when we could no longer afford to maintain such remote outposts. It has recently come to our attention that some scrolls have been left behind, magically sealed to protect them. Alistair, I want you to retrieve these scrolls if you can.
Find the archives and vials. 3. What kind of scrolls are these?
Old treaties, if you're curious. Promises of support made to the Grey Wardens long ago. They were once considered only formalities. With so many having forgotten their commitments to us, I suspect it may be a good idea to have something to remind them with.
What if they're no longer there?
It's possible the scrolls may have been destroyed or even stolen, though the seal's magic should have protected them. Only a Grey Warden can break such a seal.
I don't understand. Why leave such things in a ruin if they're so valuable?
It was assumed that we would someday return. A great many things were assumed that have not held true.
How will we find this archive?
It will be an overgrown ruin by now, but the sealed chest should remain intact. Alistair will guide you to the area you need to search.
Is this part of the joining?
No, but the effort must be made. I have every confidence you are up to the task.
Find the archive and 3 vials of blood. Understood.
Watch over your charges, Alistair. Return quickly and safely.
We will.
Then may the Maker watch over your
That's
path.
high quality H2O.
We'll see you when you return.
Cheers! High quality H2O. How you doing today, Phil? Oh, I missed some elf root. Let's go do that. Go grab that.
Hail. I'm told you all have business in the wilds. The gate's open for you. Just be careful out there. Even a Grey Warden won't be safe in the forest tonight.
Bold and presumptuous, but okay. I do hope that we don't have a crash, because if we have a crash, I may have to restart my computer. Because there's some weirdness going on right now. Sure, fair enough. Why do these dogs have potions on them? Did they eat the whole potion?
Going.
Banana. Hello, dead bodies. Hello, dead Jogby.
Over here.
Hello, dying soldier. My weekend was pretty good.
Who is that?
Made some
Grey Wardens.
multiple
Well,
good foods.
he's not half as dead as he looks, is he?
My scouting
had a nice
band
fire.
was attacked by Darkspawn. They came out of the
The
ground.
weather was really nice.
Please help me. I've got to return to camp.
We can take you back.
If you just bandage me up, I can get back myself.
I have bandages in my pack.
The armor keeps
Thank you.
loading. The textures are loading funny.
I've got to get out of
It
here.
was. It was very nice.
Did you hear? An entire patrol of seasoned men killed by Darkspawn.
Calm down, Sir Jory. We'll be fine if we're careful.
Those soldiers were careful, and they were still overwhelmed. How many Darkspawn can the four of us slay? A dozen? 100? There's an entire army in these
Jory,
forests.
you coward.
There are Darkspawn about, but we're in no danger of walking into the bulk of the horde.
How do you know? I'm not a coward, but this is foolish and reckless. We should go back.
Overcoming these
That's
dangers is
true.
part of the test.
Know this. All Grey Wardens can sense Darkspawn. Whatever their cunning, I guarantee they won't take us by surprise.
Is
That's
it alternating between the stars
You
and
see, Sir
flame?
Knight,
That's
we
weird.
might die, but we'll be warned about it first.
That is reassuring.
That doesn't mean I'm here to make this easy, however. So let's get a move on.
Just like Jenkins. Jenkins is going to be a hero one of these days. I have a friend who, on his New Game Plus run of Mass Effect, just as a attempt, he used a glitch that lets you put on Krogan heavy armor on Jenkins. So he had, you know, ridiculously high defensive stats, and of course, it didn't matter. this is also the same guy, by the way, who, because he knew there was going to be a sequel, spent time doing a perfect run of Mass Effect, where if you replay it so many times, every time you can start with an extra point in either Paragon or Renegade from the rip, right off the rip. Oh, there's some Darkspawn blood. And so, he actually made it where he would start the game with Max, Paragon, and Renegade. That's how many times he played through the game. Yeah, and so he did that so that way he would have them for the second game. And then the second game came around, and you start with 0 in both no matter what. And he was like, well, that was for nothing. Felt kind of bad for him. Mind you, he has also beat every other Mass Effect game, including Andromeda, enough times that he would have had the same sort of thing happen. He would have been able to max them out the same way. There's the crash. Okay, can I... Alright, I'm going to have to actually restart my computer because of the issue I'm having right now. It randomly happened whenever my streamer bot crashed a moment ago. It's actually not letting me do anything on my taskbar. Streamer bot, took the taskbar and locked it, so... It's okay. It's not that... It just, it doesn't take me very long to restart. But the stream will be down for maybe 3 minutes.